Check 1, 2. Coming in, folks. Coming in. Why is Facebook being weird? Okay. Coming. I'm not late yet. I'm not late yet, folks. Dude, come on. There we go. That took a second. All right, guys, we are live. How you guys doing today, man? Kirby is here. I figured you'd be first. Dabbing Falcons. Is there a rapid tourney today? No, the rapid tourney Dabbing Falcons is tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Today I am playing rapid against Twitch subscribers, YouTube members, and Facebook supporters. Everyone can still get something from it. I'm going to be talking about the moves. It'd be like I'm playing from the pool, but we're giving our subs some love because they keep the lights on. Yeah. Yeah, you can, if you're not a sub, you can play tomorrow for sure. You can play tomorrow for sure. Greek, how you doing, man? Kirby says, I'm happy because we've had a drought here for a month and it just started raining. Nice. Where are you, Kirby? Without doxing yourself. Where was your drought, brother? That's no fun. I'm in Texas. I've been here for 19 years. And I can tell you that we've gone through some droughts. Ooh, let me be sure my sound is off on my phone. There we go. I'm going to put it face down, bro. In England, okay, but we haven't had a rain in who knows how long. Wow. Yeah, we go through droughts in Texas for like years, you know. Then we'll get a bunch of rain. There could even be a bunch of flooding. It might rain for a couple weeks. And they're like, we're still in a drought. It's like, what? You know? Yeah, it can be pretty rough, man. I know a rancher one time at the nightclub. I was playing a gig and this old man. He said, yeah, Charlie, back in the 80s, it just stopped raining. So what do you mean it stopped raining? He said it stopped raining. It's like, it didn't rain for years. I'm like, what? There had to be something. He said, it didn't rain. And they have cows. And through the miracle of photosynthesis, grass grows out of the freaking ground and it feeds the cows. And when it stops raining, the grass stops. And then you have to start like paying money to bring hay in from out of state or out of the place. You know what I mean? And it gets very expensive. It's still expensive to raise cattle, I'm sure, with the medication and you know. I mean, I'm not a rancher, guys. Mending fences. What are the big expenses? Probably health stuff, right? And rustling them around. I'm not a cowboy. But I know that when the food is free, right, and it grows out of the ground from rain, and the rain stops, food's not free anymore. And it'll get bad to where the point where they start throwing them on trucks and driving to other states to sell them. You know what I mean? Yeah, we're not. The man. Oh, Jackal, how you doing, brother? All the greenery turned yellow. Wait. Oh, in England, LOL, we haven't had a rain. Who knows how long? Okay, got you. It's so out here dabbing. Where you at, brother? Everything, dude, Rob Mitchell, everything's so expensive. Dude, let me tell you something. My McDonald's is just under $13. I could go to a local, reasonable restaurant. I mean, it's newly remodeled Mexican restaurant. Nice. Good service, good food. It's cool. I can go there and get freaking 2 enchiladas, rice and beans for like $9.99. Drink water, they'll bring me chips and salsa. Fast food is off the chart right now, and I don't understand why. Everything is up though. Everything is just expensive. Yeah, it's rough. I don't get it, dude. A $5 bill it's not like a $5 bill anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. That's why you do like me. Don't spend money. Yeah, well, I mean, I try not to. Mexican food, dude. I'm Italian and I love Italian food. If I had to have one food, desert island, and it had to be some type of ethnicity or whatever you call it. What do you call it? Ethnic food? You know what I'm trying to say. Italian, Chinese, Mexican, freaking whatever, right? I would take Mexican food. Sorry, Italian. I'm Italian. Sorry, Grandma. Sorry, lineage and heritage. Yeah, no. Mexican food. So who wants to play, man? I see some subs in the chat right now. Rob Mitchell, 4-month subscriber. Rob, I don't think likes to play all the time. He's more of a hanger out guy. But if you want to play, Rob, let me know. I see AFM Kirby, who is a very, very worthy opponent, folks. He's very difficult. Good player at McDonald's is much better in other countries. It's weird. Price-wise, Dante Scholars, or you mean the quality is just better? Tex-Mex, is everything Maurice Boney? I'll tell you something, man. I have an appreciation for Tex-Mex, but you know what I like better? What's it called? Taco King? In LA? Dude. The Mexican food that is more pure Mexican food. That's what I would call it, because Tex-Mex is a mix, right? And Tex-Mex is good, and I eat it all the time, and it's wonderful. But man, I'm telling you, that Mexican food that comes into California, ooh, it's just, they didn't add much to it. It's just straight Mexican food, and it's good. Rob's working. Cool, dude. We'll play again soon, Rob. We will. Yeah, so I appreciate the Tex-Mex way, although I like just regular straight Mex better. Dude, that place, I think it's called Taco King, dude. Dangerous, man. It's in a bad part, bro. I don't even know why we go there. Well, we go there because we're dumb. And I don't know why we go there at night. Well, we go there at night because, like, we leave Commerce Casino from maybe playing some cards or something. And we want food. And the food is it worth risking your life? I probably wouldn't do it now, but last time I've been there was probably 15 years ago, and I probably took some little risks there to get the good food. You can play in a bit. You're in the middle of a rapid game right now. Cool, cool. Me boy King, welcome, brother. How are you doing? Welcome to my stream, man. The quality is way better. McDonald's. So, you know why? Okay, I'm going to do something here real quick. I'm going to start some warm-up puzzles. What's my peak rating on chess.com or in real life? in IRL. Because in IRL, my peak rating is higher than it was on chess.com. Wait, oh yeah, there's no timer. Okay, just checkmate or something. What? I don't see it. Take the free knight, I guess. In real life, over the board, in classical chess, like the boring 4-hour games you see them play for the World Championship, although mine wasn't quite for the World Championship, my peak was, I believe it was 1994. Now, they would do a thing that your rating would come every month on your Chess Life magazine, and it would be printed on the label from the United States Chess Federation. But what would happen is there was a ratings supplement. It was a book that got printed because the online thing wasn't there. So there was a rating supplement, and it would get printed, and it would get sent to the tournament directors. And they would use your rating from the supplement, which means your rating, if you were playing tournaments, your rating got updated every 2 months. But on the off month, you still would get your magazine. And that would tell you, that's almost like your live rating, even though it's like within a month off, right? You know, they have live ratings for FIDE. But you have to have an official rating, I think, for it to be official. You could peak in live rating, but you got to be on the supplement. You got to be in the, you got to be published. I think to break a record, right? And so I think I was 1994 on my magazine and 1991 in the supplement. And that's my highest peak rating. I've had on accounts years ago, I had accounts over 2,000 in Bullet on Internet Chess Club. But again, that's a different, it's a different platform. So it's hard to say what that would be equal to now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And sweet, I swear over the board is harder than real life. Yeah. Over the board is hard, dude. And I'll tell you something about it too is I fell in love with a beautiful woman and got married and started having babies, opened a business, and then I stopped playing chess. And my rating was like, I think 1976 when I stopped playing. I dropped a little bit down. I had a really good tournament and gained a bunch of points, probably more than I should have. And then I stopped playing chess. And then like 5 years after I stopped playing chess, I had a weekend available. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go play this tournament. That'll be fun. And I lost like 30 rating points. I'm like, wow, I probably shouldn't do that. A couple years later, it's another tournament. My wife and the kids were going to visit Texas, and I was left in California by myself. I'm like, I'm going to go play this tournament. Lost another 25 points in that tournament. So I was like mid to high 1900s, and then I lost about 100 points. The last tournament I played in Austin, which was probably about 15 years ago, classical tournament, I beat everybody lower rated than me and lost to everybody higher rated than me, and that's not a good tournament for me. That's, you would say, but that's about what you're supposed to do. Yeah, I know, but I played like a guy that was rated 2,000. I expect to beat that guy. I just really do. I'm sorry. I know you'd be like, what are you talking about? It's just who I am. It's what I do. And I beat so many 2,000, 2,100s, 2,200s that I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm real mind blown and happy and thankful when I beat a master. But that doesn't happen often. But beating a 2,000 or 2,100 a 2,100 is a whole nother level in 2,000, dude. Being a 2,100, I feel pretty good too. Beating a 2,000, I feel like I am a 2,000. I'm like, I just beat a guy who plays chess. Never did I feel good when I beat a 2,000. And like, but I said my rating was 1994. I was right there. You know what I mean? And you know what sucks too is when you get to that rating in the United States Chess Federation, you get your first title. It's called expert. So I could be a chess expert right now if I would have picked up about 6 more points and then quit playing chess. But that's not how you get better. By hiding and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I knew a guy who became a master. I'll show you. This is his book. He was national junior high school champion. Imagine being the junior high school champion of chess of the United States. Guy who owns this book, sorry, Richard, I have your book. A mutual friend gave it to me, and then the friend died. And so I now have Richard's book. I'll get it back to him. I've had it for 30 years. But he was playing a tournament, and he was kind of watching his rating and calculating it, and he won a game against a good player, and he said, I think I'm over 2,200. That's a master. That's huge. That's like a lifelong goal. Up to that point, that's your goal. That's your first goal. Well, no, your first goal is to become a B player, and then an A player, and then an expert, and then a master, and then you want to become a FIDE master, international master, steps. He thought he hit 2,200, so he dropped out of the tournament. He quit the tournament. He forfeited the rest of his games. He said, I'm out of the tournament. And he waited till his magazine came with his rating on it. It was like 2198 or something. That's why chasing rating is dumb. If you want a 2,200 rating, then just start playing like a 2,250. And your rating will get there, and it will stay there. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, man. That's how it is. If you're just like hunting points, you're not going to get... You got to look at the long haul, man. You got to... You know, like they say, shoot for the stars, you'll get the moon. That's exactly it. Shoot for the stars, you'll get the moon. Shoot for 2,300, you'll be 2,200. If you shoot for 2,200, you might get 2,198. Poor Richard. Now, Richard did become not a grandmaster. Richard did become a real master. Just, he didn't do it that one time when he tried to withdraw from the tournament. How come you're online solo? Well, I don't play as much as I used to. This is not classical chess. I talk while I play. And I'll tell you another big thing about it is, like, I could tell you I probably never dropped a rook ever in a classical game. And I played a lot. I used to play a lot of classical games, okay? For years, I played a lot of tournaments. I never dropped a rook in a classical game. I'm trying to think if I ever dropped a piece in one move. Hang out today. I'll drop a rook because I'm, like, distracted. Imagine having a conversation. Try and play a rapid game and say, honey, I want to test something here. I'm going to talk to you about something while I play chess. So just let's talk about that trip we took to Hawaii. And then, you know, well, I mean, I didn't even know what I was looking at there. And then see, Gotham Chess said it. He said he plays so much stronger when he's not streaming. Now, it sounds like an excuse, but it's not. I just say, hey, no, because that's the level I play right now, 1,600, blah, 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 blah. But I mean, I watch guys that are rated 1,800, 1,900, 2,000, and the mistakes they make, the strategical things and stuff. Plus, another thing too is I've got this bad habit of, I call it streamer chess. Where's the checkmate? Right here. I play streamer chess to where I don't, like, you know how, like, you sit there and calculate moves? I almost never do that. I just look at the position and make what looks like the best move to me. And I'm 1,600 doing that. That's actually the truth. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's one of the big things. It's one of the big things. Another thing to do, another thing too, though, see, there's a lot of reasons. Black to make a move. Is what's the move here? Check and then shove. There's a lot of older men that will act like they're, you know, stone cold killers. I'm real competitive, and they are. They probably can be. Let me tell you something. No one is 58 years old is more competitive than they were when they were 24. Unless they weren't even, unless at 24 they weren't competing and they didn't care. As you get older, you stop looking at carrots right in front of your face, so you don't run as fast. You look at bigger picture stuff. You gain wisdom. You know what I'm saying? That's why people that rated a lot lower than me can totally beat me. But I might know more about chess than them. And that will show more probably in classical chess. Look at this right here. Bam. Bam. Those are the reasons why. I thought there was going to be like one reason, and then I gave like two more, and then I gave another one. But I believe those are the reasons. They're not excuses, because I don't care that much. I'm not like, I'm so embarrassed that my rating is 1600. I just know who I am. Okay, Zakutso. I have no idea what his rating is. Zakutso. Is he Zakutso on chess.com? Yeah, this is him. Zakutso, this guy right here. Good friend. Let me show you this. This is a gift from my friend Zakutso. He's a Mexican streamer. Streams chess. Bullet 1965, Rapid 2005, Daily 1925, and Blitz. Okay, his Daily is whatever, and his Blitz is 1859. Okay, he came to Texas, and he said, "Dude, my family lives right near where you work, where I host an open mic." So he came to my open mic. I brought a board. We played a 5-game match of 1 minute, a 5-game match of 3 minute, and a 5-game match of 5 minute. I won 8 games. He won 7 games. I wasn't streaming. I wasn't talking. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, and I'm not putting him down at all. I'm just he's just a person with a 2,000 rating on chess.com. It doesn't mean he could beat me. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. So that's a great example. I wonder if he's still streaming, man. I freaking love Zakutso. This guy's very common. I think he's in the medical field, and I think that's common knowledge because he streams, or he used to stream. Totally cool dude. He used to raid me. I would raid him on Facebook back in the day, and very kind young man. He got up and sang a song too at my open mic. But that's an example of over the board is different when you're not streaming. Yeah. Kirby says, I play way more accurately in 10-0, but my rating in Rapid is so much lower than everything else. The playing field is so strong. Yeah, you're 1800 in my 20s. You think it's double to become a CM. Oh, doable. Dabbing Falcons. Yes. My first rating, I was, I think, 21, no, maybe 21 or 22. 21 probably. I got my first rating. You know what my first USCF rating was when I was older than you? It was 1395. That was my first rating. And I was like 21 years old. You're 1800 at 20. You could be a master. You could totally be a master. But I highly recommend getting a coach and learning from traditional. See, Hikaru is the best bullet player, but he didn't become a grandmaster from playing bullet. He became one of the best players in the world who just happens to move faster than everybody else. Do you know what I'm saying? He still sat there with books and studied grandmaster games and studied end games, and most importantly, I believe, played classical chess. Nobody becomes a grandmaster by playing rapid chess, because there's no point. Because if you're going to work that hard at chess, you want to try and be the world champion. And the world championship, the one that matters, the only one that matters is the classical world champion. The one that Magnus was, right? Or Gary Kasparov or Bobby Fischer. And so it doesn't mean that you can't get better playing faster chess, but people that are really good at 10 minute, way better than me, 2,500 at 10 minute. Put them in a 4-hour game, they're not built for it. It's like some guy's good at the 100-yard dash, some guy's good at the marathon. They're two different athletes. You put the 100-yard dash guy into a marathon, he could be the world champ 100-yard dasher, right? World champ, Olympic medal. He's probably not going to beat, the top who knows how many marathon people. It's a different skill. It's a different skill. What's his name? Sadistic Tushi. he was playing classical, and he's like, I don't like it. He goes, there's nothing to look at. I'm like looking at the walls and stuff. It's because he's really, 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 really good at blitz and rapid, but he doesn't have the bigger depth knowledge. I'm not saying I have more than him. I don't. I guarantee I probably know a lot of stuff he doesn't know because I've been doing this a long time, right? But he's a better chess player than me. He would probably beat me in over the board, but I don't know. Set him up. I beat players stronger than him before. Put it that way. But he's like bored playing classical. It's just not his thing. He doesn't want to. It doesn't make him happy. You're gonna try to get to 2K this year. Yeah, I'll tell you, Dabbing Falcons, if there's any way you can get lessons, you may be able to get like a Grandmaster or International Master or even a FIDE Master like overseas in another country where $10 an hour is a lot of money to them. And you might be able to get an hour lesson once a week for $10 a week. From a very, very strong coach. You might be able to, because in their country, they probably charge $5 an hour for chess lessons because it's a different economy, right? So that's an idea. I took lessons from an international master in Poland. Now this was 30 years ago, but I paid $15 an hour, and that's ridiculously cheap because the guy was in Poland. He was in college. He gets a few students. Hey, I made I'm an extra $100 this week giving chess lessons online. That's a lot of money, especially to them in the place he was living. Yeah. You want teachers, bro. You want a coach. You want a much higher rate. I don't want you to get someone who's 2,500 rapid on chess.com. That means nothing to me. You want an experienced teacher that's a master or better. Even what country are you in, Debbie? Are you in the United States? Maurice, I'm so sorry. He said, I'll play you. Then he said, pause. Maurice, do you want to play me? Type your name, Maurice, exactly as it appears on chess.com, and I will copy it, and I will challenge you. Maurice, I'm sorry. I was going up there. Yeah, so the quality is better than McDonald's in other countries. I believe that because they probably don't allow as much malarkey in the food. They're like, yeah, you can't put that. If you want to sell a meat, you're going to sell a meat burger, it has to be meat. Buck says, I'll coach anyone, $2 an hour. You won't learn much, but I'll coach you. Yeah. Dante Scholars, I appreciate the offer, man. I am playing YouTube members, Twitch subscribers, and Facebook supporters. But I'll tell you this, Dante. Tomorrow, we have a tournament. We do it every week. We've been doing it every week for over 5 years. It's tomorrow on the same time frame. The stream, the tournament would be starting in about 25 minutes. And that's tomorrow. And that's 10 plus 5, same exact time control you play me now. And if you join the tournament tomorrow, you have a pretty good chance. Boney's Bluff. Maurice, I love you, brother. Guys, Maurice became a YouTube member a couple of weeks ago, right when I was ending the stream on a Tuesday where I was going to be playing members. And I ended the stream, and then he subscribed, and I'm like, I felt so bad. He's fine. He's like, no, dude, I'm fine. It's no big deal. I'm like, I thought, oh, wait. I felt like, man, are we friends? How come it doesn't tell me if we're friends or not? Oh, no, we're friends. Good. Challenge. Okay, Maurice, this will be a 10 plus 5 unrated game. 10 plus 5. This is what the tournament is tomorrow. Unrated. I'm sending it right now. And I'm going to give you the best game I can give you, my brother. 1179. Boney's Bluff is his name. Maurice is not a beginner, folks. He is not a beginner. Yeah, so Dante, you can play me tomorrow, man. And then Thursday, I play 3 minute against anybody. Monday, I play 1 minute against anybody. Wednesday, you could play me in the tournament. Anyone can join the tournament. And then Thursdays, I play 3 minute against anybody. But Tuesdays are rapid only for my Twitch subs, YouTube members, and Facebook supporters. And we get to play some rapid. Okay, I think this is the move. Yeah. Most good foods in a bad place where I'm from, LOL. Okay. Okay. Wait. Oh, yeah, I'm going to leave my challenges off, too. If you want to play me and you're a supporter, subscriber, member, just tell me. Tell me. This is okay, right? Tell me and type your name exactly as it appears on chess.com, and I will see that you're a supporter or a member or a subscriber, and I will then, in fact, challenge you. Buck Wild says, oh, I was joking about coaching anyway. Yeah, he takes... Now, this doesn't work because of bishop e6 takes d5. But this could be a move. Queen d5 doesn't do it. This could be a move. Queen e2 d5. Do I play bishop? Are you threatening anything? Should I just take? I think I can take. I think taking is the move. Now I'm going to be calculating. You know, like I said, I usually just make the best move. What I think is the best move, but it's not always the best move, believe me. Pawn takes. Now, I am going to be telling him everything, so I might not do that. Although, Maurice, you will get way more from this game if you turn the volume down, just so you know. You won't get confused with my talking, and if you hear my plans and then you counteract them, I'm not saying you would ever do that. Some people don't even understand. They'd be like, oh, I didn't think about that. But yeah. It's not good. I think we... Capture? I don't know if that's the best move, man. Was he threatening something? Should we play after? Absolutely, Kirby. I'm not sure if anyone else wants to, but here... Dude. Yeah, no. You're in, brother. You're in. Can we play How Long Is the Queue? Prashan, the queue today is for subscribers on Twitch, that type of thing only. But I play 1 minute on Mondays against everybody. 3 minute on Thursdays against everybody. And tomorrow there's a tournament. You can play the tournament tomorrow. Okay, that's a move. Get someone to come here. I need to make that a macro, bro, because... but I would love to play Prashant. Okay. This is scary, bruh. This is... The night comes. I want to do this so bad, but then I think it doesn't. Does it work? Bishop e3 doesn't work, but bishop f4 could work. Hits a pawn and makes a threat. You know what I'm saying? So knight takes knight is probably the move. I'm looking at bishop e3 now, but it doesn't work because it unprotects. Then he can take. Oh no, then I can take check. Then the knight comes back, and then I can bring the rook. So bishop e3 might be okay. Takes check. Or no. Yeah, bishop e3 takes. I could take it with a discovered check. Everything's protected. The knight probably comes back to defend it. and then I can bring a rook and castle. What about knight takes knight? Knight takes knight, pawn takes knight, might win a knight. Oh! This square. Didn't see it. Wait. But takes, I just take. Then he has a discovery, but this is loose. I still think it works. I don't know, man. Am I in trouble here? There are all kinds of threats here with this now. Now that I've played bishop e3, I am threatening technically check, and then here, and I'll be on this twice. But bishop f7 check, king f7, queen check. He just moves, and I didn't get a piece. The knight's protected. I got to attack it again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't think that did anything. My bishop is now unprotected. I have to consider it. Oh, I dropped my queen. Fuck! Fuck! Oh my god. Good game, man. Good game. Dude, that is so funny. Because when he came in, it had something to do with this knight being pinned. It had something to do with this knight being pinned that I did not see. I looked at taking and then bishop e6. That was probably better. What about takes? Kirby, type your name exactly how it appears on chess.com. I'm so sorry, Maurice. Yeah, knight d4. Queen d4. It wants bishop b5, check c6, and then bishop e3. No, bishop d3 hitting. It's still pinned is a problem. Bishop b4 pinning. Just castles, and he kind of has to do this. Right? Takes, queen takes, and bishop d2, or... Oh, and then we get this. Wow, look at that. Giving up the rook because of this. Dude, I'm so sorry, Maurice. You thought it was a clever trap? Yeah. That happens. And you know what? It might be. I'll tell you this, Maurice. I was playing a 2300, I believe it was, on chess.com. And I was winning. And because there was a knight, I could, like, just exchange takes, and win a knight. And I'm like, I was kind of scared to do it. But I'm like, hey, it looks like it works. If you need to analyze with your brain to the best of your ability, and then if you think it works, you have to do it. Now, you might not. Sometimes it's so crazily tactical, and you'd be like, oh, if I sack my bishop, it looks like it might work, but I might just be down a piece, and I can't analyze it down to checkmate, so I'm not going to sack the piece, right? But if you think it works, then you got to trust yourself. And then if you lose, then you'll suffer, and you'll get better. So I won a knight from this 2300, and I was winning the game, and then he was getting a little bit of pressure, and there was another knight hanging, and I took it. And then he went checkmate. He had like a mate in 3 if I took the second knight. You know what I'm saying? I was scared too. But I mean, what are you gonna do? If I make a mistake and you don't capitalize on it because you're afraid, you know what I'm saying? I know the feeling though. Yeah. Someone said, what about bishop f7 first and queen c4? I don't understand about bishop c7, queen c4. Or bishop f7. Oh, because I'm on this twice. Check. Okay, I'm on this twice, but can he not come back? It likes bishop e6 better, and it says this is equal. Takes, knight takes, bishop c4. And it says this is equal. It was better than dropping my queen. It's not even... Oh, it's the 5th best move. The number 1 move is this going down this line. Now, what's wrong with this move, though? Is it bad? Oh, because knight c3 attacks my queen. So, Kirby, you want to play one? Yeah, I'm sorry to give you a better game, Maurice. That kind of was anticlimactic. Terza, how you doing, Terza? Welcome back. Dante says, when he took your pawn on e4. No, before. So, Kirby, you want to play? If you want to play, type your name exactly as it appears on chess.com. I'm looking for it right now. I feel bad for Maurice. I almost feel like... Maurice, do you want to play another game? And I won't drop a queen? I'll try not to. I'll shut chat off. I'll still probably talk my way through it. But if you want to play another game, we can, Maurice. Okay, I don't see Maurice answering, so I'm going to go ahead and take this game with Kirby, and if Maurice wants a rematch, I will give him... I mean, I say a rematch. I'm the one that needs a rematch, because he beat me. And you know what? You can be like, oh, that wasn't really fair, blah, 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 you know, I didn't really win. You did win, because you didn't drop your queen. That's something you really got to understand. You didn't drop your queen. I dropped my queen. Okay, I'm going to play... where's my chat here? Okay, yeah, next game, Maurice, all right? E4. We play C5. I can already see the position we're probably going to end up in, unless he varies. He's probably going to change something up. I played a freaking dragon, guys. I played a dragon. Okay, and then... Yeah, he's pretty smart, guys. He's pretty smart. This could be an idea. Night. What's the time? Time control, 10 minute. Here, you might think of play maybe Queen E3. That could be a little bit of a hassle. Doesn't work. Like to get B5 in. Wish I was playing my Chinese dragon. Playing chess, guys. Don't get mad at me. I'm just trying to play chess. I'm just a guy who's trying to play chess. Can't see chat. Love to see it, folks. You see, my head just turns. Yeah, that's a move. Now we can play this move. And I think we do. Because we want weaknesses, folks. Weakness says. 3 words. Spell it however you want. Okay. Now, this doesn't really threaten anything. Rook takes threatens something. But he's on my knight. But then I could take his bishop. My pawn falls. I have the 7th, but I don't have really any ways to take really great advantage of it. I could come to this square. There's no checks. If takes, queen takes. So I lost a pawn. I can get the pawn back. I'm still on the knight. I could get the pawn back this way. No, I'm still on the knight, but he's not. Yeah, I get the pawn back this way. Takes, and then takes. Is there anything I'm missing? I don't think so. We're just playing chess, guys. There's nothing going on here. There's nothing to see, folks. Just playing a little game of chess. I see files, man. I see an open file, bro. This looked like a shot, but I think this might be the refutation. It might not be. This could I could be completely losing right now. Is my queen hanging like last game? Okay. Yeah, he goes to break in El Centro. If takes, this is kind of pinned. He could try and bring... He can't bring a knight, though. He can't bring a bishop to it. If I take, this is still hanging, and he takes with check. If I play this move, it opens his queen, but more importantly, he could, like, try and get the queen off. There's a weird idea of bishop. This doesn't work, but hear me out. You know what I'm saying? After knight d5, queen d5, and then bishop e6 with a little bit of time, but it doesn't do anything. Oh, I'm going to take, and he's going to play queen to a5, defending his knight. No, well, no, I could trade then. I could trade. So I guess we're going to take. That's a pawn, by the way. He saves his knight. Gets on this square hair. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't ready for it. And he's on a pawn too. That's bad. This diagonal sucks. This at least looks at stuff. I can't save my knight. Am I down? I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna be down a piece. So bishop king takes. I can kick and then play this move. Bishop. He has all the trades though. Takes. So I am losing my piece. Well, knight takes, queen takes. Yeah, I'm losing my piece. And I can't attack the square only but this way. But again, he's just going to take. Oh, this move isn't even a threat anymore because he's going to play rook takes rook. So I won't have that threat. Although there are ideas. So do I play... Bishop f5 g4 bishop takes. King takes, I could take the rook. Bishop takes, queen takes, I could play b6. There's a check, but I can just take it. But I don't get the queen. But I get the piece. It might be bishop f5, man. It might be bishop f5 could be my only way out. Bishop f5 makes other ideas too. Like I said though, if everything trades. Yeah, but there are some ideas. I'm losing. For sure I'm losing. Yeah. I thought this was something he didn't see, and he might not have seen it, but then he found a better move. he found something brutal. Yeah. Okay. There's still tactics here, but I think they're not going to favor me because I'm going to be down a piece. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, yeah, he plays it. Now, if takes, queen takes, I can get my knight out. It's like he forced me to sack a bunch of pieces on his king. I'm threatening the rook. So he takes with the queen. Now, I said, oh, he's on my queen too. This is the thing I didn't see. This is the move. This is yeah, this is what I didn't see, and it's pretty bad. So if I play queen c7, he's just going to take. I think he can totally allow it because the defenders are kind of dumb. The defenders are kind of dumb. He could also play check, sack a piece back, and get the queens out, take my knight, and he'll be still up a piece, and the queens will be off, and everything will be done. My queen has no good squares. Knight comes back, I lose it. This doesn't work. Like I said, if anything, he could just play check. Pawn takes, queen takes, rook takes, king takes, and he's up a piece. My pawns are tripled. That's a pretty sweet little conversion. I can come to this square. Is that a square? It does not. I think this is my only move is the problem. I can resign. I think I can resign. I did a couple of things. I think I played rook AC8 a little bit quick. I don't know what I do in that position. I can't wait to look at this, Kirby. I can't wait to look at this just to see where I lost in the opening and see what tactics. Guys, in a classical game, I don't know if I would resign this actually, but it would be just a couple of moves. If my opponent took his time and found the right moves, I would resign. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No, that doesn't work. Knight takes, check takes. Yeah, because then he has to save his. He can't take here because he has to save his queen first. Or knight. Yeah, he takes what he takes now. The backward queen move, folks. Now, does this get something? The thing is, I'm down. My problem is I'm down 2 pieces, guys. Winning the knight is not that exciting, okay? You know what I'm saying? It's really not. But his king is weaker than mine. That's probably a good move. Then he can come to this square, maybe. Okay, well, this is a really good square. So I guess I'm going to head for it. I don't have any other good options. What squares I leave behind? The queen comes, looking at the pawn with check, right? If I push, takes. He doesn't have this, but he has that. The queen is threatening with check. I'm going to give it to him because I think I have no other choice but to take my piece. He's going to take with check. The problem is I can't play f6. But, so the dark sword is going to be very, very weak, and I'm going to get mated sooner or later. But maybe not as bad as it appears. Okay, I just have to decide whether I want to play f6. I don't think I do. He doesn't have a check, but I don't want to open up this, man. I don't. I just got to go into my hole and get ready to rot. I got to get ready to go into my hole and rot, guys. But I'm looking for shots. Here's one thing. I got nothing to lose, right? I got nothing to lose. I'm down a full piece. His king was weaker than mine. It was. Now, I have some pretty severe cramping around my king's brain with those dark square weaknesses. It's like the only way to maybe stop the mate is going to be to trade queens and lose the game, right? Can we just start shoving here? Oh no, yeah, we actually could do this, and then I could push again. Try and get him opened up a little bit. I mean, what's the difference on his pawn is here or here? I guess that's probably not an altogether bad idea. He wants to push and push again. I think we have to. Now, if I push him though, I think we have to. What the heck just happened? Osik, thank you for the follow. Guys, when you're down a full piece, you still should try and find the best move. But I'm a Walking Dead man. If anything crazy happens in this game, I'll be very fortunate. You know what I'm saying? I'm low on time. Better, you know, to just kind of play with the flow. Play some attacking Manunus, if you will. I know I will. There may be some ideas with rook up hitting the queen. And the queen has to babysit, because this is going to be a really cool maneuver if I can get it in. To look at this bishop and to start looking at squares. I could come back to this square. Hear me out. Knight e6. Okay, queen, right. He wants to trade. If I take, right. So I kind of want to do this. And then he has knight. You come to this square, then it's pinned. Queen takes, knight takes, like, gets something and threatens to bring a knight in. Do I do another mysterious backward queen move? Oh no, man. It's like winning a pawn is like resigning. Oh no, I can't even win the pawn. Oh wow, he took with the knight. Oh yeah, because the knight was attacked. Okay, now I'm on the bishop. E5 is probably going to be a move. Defending our great world champion. E5 hits the knight. This could become weak, but you know what? I'm in a lot of trouble here, folks. I could also maybe push. Takes, and then the knight might be able to help, or the rooks might be able to do something. Very possible, guys. Very, very possible. But basically what happens when you're down a piece is you lose. Sorry. I had to put my gift back from my friend Zakutso. could save his bishop by attacking my rook. He could. E6, yeah. Okay. Save the rook with maybe some type of... Man, if I save the rook here, he can hit it. If I hit his knight, it's check, so I gotta come here. Then he can start doing stuff, but we gotta move. We gotta move. Knight. I think I lift once. He just has so much pressure. There's too much pressure. This could be a real move though. Yeah. I might have this move. Defending our great world champion. There could be something going on here. I doubt it. If I take with the pawn, I definitely lose a pawn. But I could have 2 pawns for the piece. All on the proper side of the board. So I think I have to take with the pawn. We don't do... I think we keep the rook on. You can't attack my knight. He pushes. That's probably a good move. 8, 7, 6. Hit the bishop. Okay. Bring her up. Dude, my heart. 12. This is 10 plus 5. I'm used to 15 plus 10. I gotta remember this is 10 plus 5. Okay. 9, 8, 7, 6. I got to keep the knight on, guys. Got to keep the knight on, man. I wanted to do something else with it, but I didn't really have an opportunity. I didn't have an OP port unity, guys. I think we probably want to start trading these. King up and push or something. He probably would do this, but I still want to trade. It's not, it wasn't, pinned anymore. Horrible. He's got this. He had me beat when he won the first piece, guys. But I'm dragging it along, man. I guarantee he hasn't played the best moves. I have 2. No, I have 1. I have 1 pawn for the piece. I don't have 2. There was a dream of having 2 pawns for the piece, and it still loses. Okay. Okay. Oh, I dropped it. Yeah, that's what happens when you're out of time. Oh, okay. We're going to look at this and I'm going to play Maurice again. Oh, my goodness. No! That's why, yeah, 80% by him, 80% accuracy by him, 70% by me. He had 4 great moves. I had 2. He played more best moves. Oh, he made 1 blunder. I made 2. Yeah, 2 blunders, bro. 2 blunders. That was the mistake. You're losing materialist way. Let me see what... In this position, it is about equal. It wants me to play Rook C2. I looked at this line, and it's way better because I didn't realize my knight was going to get trapped, and now I was going to lose 2 pieces. Pritchard, how you doing, brother? Bill Stevens, good. Robert Pritchard, sorry, man, I was playing. What a game. You had a horrible middle game. Yeah, it was rough, man. Most players lose the game all by themselves. Michael, that's what I did. Attack, yeah, that's what I tried. Weak pawn useless without thinking in chess, you'll lose the game. Do I remember you? Always look for opening and possible checkmates. I think I remember this guy. Yeah. Darn it, grandkids came in and we watched funny animal videos. What did I miss? Serendipitous artist? Not much. Not much. I addressed a piece. Too slow I am. Thank you, Yoda. Yeah, I'm too slow I am. Correct you are. Oh, man. So I should have took here, and then on takes, I take, and I looked at this line, too. And if I would... But I didn't like it because I didn't like my rook being out here in no man's land. But I guess... Rook HG1 defending, and I'm telling you, this rook could get in trouble, guys. Trade. Yep, I would see that. Takes. Queen B6, and now maybe my rook's going to be okay. Queen D4. Is my rook still kind of trapezoided, though? Queen C6, maybe threatening to get the rook out. Rook D2 is best. Lets me trade it. What's wrong with this move? I can still defend it this way. It just seems weird. You know what I'm saying? I was afraid to let my rook go this way, so I went for these stupid tactics that didn't work. Yeah, that was a great move. And then this one here, and I'm like, okay, I'm just busted. Okay, Maurice, if you're still here, I'm going to challenge you again. I'm going to try and do it right now, without waiting for you to tell me you're here. And if you accept it, you accept it. And if you don't, that's fine. Guys, I wanted to play Maurice for a couple of weeks, but what happened was we just played and I dropped my queen. Yeah, I dropped my queen. And so even though I'm sure he was happy to get the win, and he should be, because he didn't drop his queen. All right, Maurice, good luck. I'm going to shut chat off now so I don't get distracted. And you should turn the stream down, Maurice, because like I said, it will, if it can distract you. And then if you listen, you're not going to, you would never do this, but some people listen to try and get moves from me, and that's called cheating, and you would never do that. So that's why there's no reason to have it on. So turn it down. And yeah, now do I play the same line if he plays the same line? I think I remember the move. I think I remember the move. Now, we're already in a different position. Okay. Just castles. Do I play this now? I think I do. I believe that I do. And he just castles. Pretty smart move, man. Pretty smart move on your end, brother. Mm-hmm. Love it, love it, love it. Just bring the Amigos Knight. Defending our great world champion. I liked Ding. I liked my Ding Loren. I still like Ding. I'm happy to see he's doing better. Ding was not okay. Ding was not okay. Ding was completely a wreck, and still Gukesh had a hell of a time getting past him. And Ding was like not even in his right mental state, and he's Ding is way better than Gukesh. Gukesh won. He won. And actually, I didn't know Gukesh, but after that World Championship match, I learned great respect for Gukesh, and I think he's great, and I like him now. Right? Guess we do this. Go back to the cramping square where you belong. Then we do this. Right, and then I think we look at the pawn. What just happened? There's an alert coming. Oh, sick with the follow. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Dude, everyone knows all the moves, bro. Now I could push and take that pawn. I think I'm going to. Oh, no, I can't because bishop takes, pawn takes. Well, no. Bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes. I can defend. I think this is okay. But he's on my bishop. So we must take here first. Adam Angle with 50 stars. Adam, thank you, brother. Okay. Yeah. Now, and then. I think the idea is simply... Oh, he's on my pawn, though. Boy! This is all just... I can take. No, I can't, because I'm pinned. I can take with a rook. Knight takes... The queen can't really come because he has this check. No, he doesn't. So I think I go here. This seems weird. You know what I'm saying? It's like a chill master kind of player might just play something simple like Queen C2. Just defend that. Just defend. Step off the file, step out of the pin, and just defend. You know what I'm saying? Queen B3 could help some stuff too. I'm doing it. Do I lose? Did I hang my queen again? That would be hilarious. Thank you for the 50. And someone obviously just did like or something that didn't show up on my list. I don't have my chat open, guys. I'm trying to give Maurice a good game. I dropped my queen the first time. We've been trying to play for 2 weeks. We finally got our game. We finally got our game, folks. There's no way! Kirby gifted a sub to Dabbing Falcons. Love it, folks. Dabbing Falcons, welcome to the exclusive Chillers. Dude, we do workshops, bro. You should come to the workshop. 1800, you're a strong player. You could help with some real good takes. Now, I can't take this way because bishops move backwards. So I think we simply capture. Right. And then we order the rest of our food and we keep playing. Kirby, thank you for gifting the sub. Dabbing Falcons, man. I'm looking forward to see what Dabbing Falcons does in the next couple years. You know what I mean? Ben Feingold, if Dabbing Falcons is still here, he said something really smart about like, do you think I could have become a grandmaster? I'm this rating. He said, it's like you're rated 1800 right now. I'm assuming that's over the board. Then your goal should be 2,000. Your goal should not be 2,200. You're probably not going to skip over 2,000. You know what I'm saying? Before you can realize you're there. So set goals that are attainable and work toward them and attain them by working really hard and getting better at chess. The night comes. Now, this feels like I can just take this. I guess then you can play knight takes. Takes. So he is on this a little bit, but I am on something too. They're both center pawns. Knight takes. Bishop takes, queen takes, rook. He has like a... He doesn't have any checks. If I take and he pins, I can check and take the rook. I'll be on the square multitudes of times. He can't threaten mate. He's not on F2. Well, he will be. But I could play bishop F2 and then our bishop F7 and then bishop E3 and probably be okay. I'm taking it. If I lose, I lose. I looked at it as long as I could, and it's like, you know what, man? Everything points toward taking the pawn, guys. Everything points toward taking the pawn. Guys, if you're new to the stream, my name's Charlie. I play guitar, I play chess. We play Elden Ring and other games after dark. Man, what an Elden Ring stream last night. Oh, man. We come up with challenges where we do, like, fun builds. Oh, there are also ideas. Oh, no. Knight... He doesn't have knight takes because knights move backwards. I forgot. I didn't know knights move backwards, guys. He's like, what's he even talking about? That literally tells you... That lets you in the mind of a 1690 player, okay? Like, I can't even see what captures what. But we make these interesting or fun builds for ourselves. Sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're hard. And we had it was our third stream. Our third stream trying to kill Godfrey Horlu. And we had to, all three of us, get good. I say three of us at one time, but there were like 5 or 6 of us five of us in rotation. And so we all had to get good until we finally killed that boss. It was so much fun. It's so rewarding. It's mucho rewarding, folks. Brings the knight. Okay, I can kick this knight. No, we take this one, right? Yeah, we definitely take this one because it's underdeveloped. Comes from an underdeveloped neighborhood. I just literally looked to see if I hung my queen. And then... is check better? Because there are ideas like because can he defend the square? He can't defend the square. That's my square. He can't push. So I can like attack the knight, and then there are ideas. Knight takes, hits the queen and threatens stuff, right? So knight takes, hits the queen, or bishop takes, king moves, and then like I was saying, there's all kinds of weird ideas with this check, and he has to take, and then like a rook over his mate. Yeah, I mean, the square is not available. Where's the knight go? Oh, then the knight comes back to e6. It does. Then I could play like knight takes. And takes this way, you know what I'm saying? So I think we're okay. Do I play knight takes now? He has to move his queen. And then I definitely get a discovered check. But he'll put his queen where the discovered check doesn't do anything. I'll open up this. I'll open up this. So I say we'd simply... This looks dumb. But it's probably not as dumb as it appears. Like rook e4, queen g5, threatening checkmate. Right? I could maybe play this move to stop it. I could bring the knight back to stop it. I don't like check king moves. Am I still streaming? Are we still live? Good. Chat, keep yourselves busy, all right? This is probably just a really good move. All of my threats are there, right? But what if this move? He's threatening mate. Once I shut the bishop down, it helps a lot. It helps a lot. He could play c5, pawn takes, and now it's my move, and it's going to take him another move to open it up again. But I'm spending one move to close it down. You know what I'm saying? No, c5. Well, yeah, maybe it is okay. This one, knight takes covers. Rook takes, bishop takes, check. Wins a pawn in an exchange. But this knight is kind of a great annoyer. It's a great annoyer, guys. I might need to play this move and on queen just take it or something. Like just play the check. No, I said the check doesn't work. This one threatens the queen, threatens the check, and I get out. But like I said, this square is pretty shady. I don't know the answer, guys. I don't know the best move in this position. Takes being, and then I could maybe come... No. I could come back and stop the mate this way. So... Threat. If rook takes, bishop takes. King can't move. If queen moves, where can it go? It can attack. Oh, it can't come to this square. It could come to f6. And then I could double check and come back this way. Maybe. I could make a draw, maybe. I'm telling you, I think this knight is that dangerous, guys. Oh, I can't come back this way. I can't. Because his knight's right there. I'm telling you, the knight is really, 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 really bad. I don't know how to get rid of the knight. I can get rid of the bishop, but I'm not scared of the bishop. I think winning this pawn is dumb. I think winning the pawn is dumb. I'm going to lock the bishop out. I'm going to lock the bishop out. I don't know what to do. This square seems so good. I know what you guys are going to say. There was a winning move. Just take the pawn. I know what you're going to say. I don't want to lose the game. And I couldn't see it fast enough. I just don't know. I'm still on a square. He doesn't have me. He can come back. Maybe that's a good move. Blocking, you know. He's blocking, right? We talked about this. Blocking is probably a good move. A lot of times, someone will move fast because he's got more than 5 times my time. And so they'll move fast and make bad moves. You know? Sometimes it's good to just play like a nice little safe move. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We're going to find out, guys. We're going to find out. Everyone needs to calm down as we find out. The knight's unprotected. I love that about the knight. I like the fact that we shut that bishop down, though. I really do. And if you shove c5, I think I can, like, bring a rook. Or brings the queen as promised. If I come, it's mate. I have to stop the mate. So I think we stop the mate like this. Yes, check. I gotta come up. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna come here and yeah, I'm losing, so I probably should have sacked. Right? I should have played the sack, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, now he's threatening stuff. I don't think there's a mate there, though. I'm in so much trouble. If I bring the queen, like, or something, to try and stop stuff, or I lose a couple pawns. I gotta move. I'm completely busted, guys. And let him check. King over, check. King up, check. No, it's protected. Plays knight, check, right? We have to come back. Trades, okay. Taking this pawn might help a lot, right? I'm gonna go and take it. And I think we might be okay. Oh my god, what? He sees the shot from hell, guys. That's a good shot, bro. I can't come back. If I take, he checks, and he takes my rook. So I resign. Dude, good game, man. Good game. Okay, let me come back to chat. Maurice, dude, that was a really good game, dude. You played way better than me. Well, I'm sure we're going to see both our inaccuracies. Yeah, our accuracies. I played 71%. You played 77%. Hey, you had a brilliant move, though. That was your brilliant move. Good game, dude. He's going to mate in 2. Has he got mate in 2? Didn't he have queen h6? G1, king h3. Queen h6 to g1. Can a queen go from h6 to g1? I'm not sure I know what you mean, brother. Yeah, so this is a blunder. Yeah. So I needed to see that and just come back. That's good. What was better? What was better? Magnus. Oh yeah, just bring a rook. Right? Yeah, let him trade queens. Let him trade queens. Just bring a rook. We got opposite colored bishops. I've got 4-3 over here. He's got 3-1 over here. That's a lot, man. Toasty Cheese It. What's going on, dude? Falcon says, no. Okay. That's okay, though. 1,800 a line is still good. And again, I was still rated when I was your age, I was still rated lower than you, because if you're 1,800 on chess.com, you're higher than 1,395 in the United States Chess Federation for sure. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't think moves out. Michael, you are so hilarious, brother. You need to. Yeah, he said that, dude. I think this guy's a bot. He says you need to learn your combos. What's your name on chess.com, Michael? Michael, you obviously are a chess coach. I'm very curious. Michael Wilbur. You're right. Yeah. I moved. Hey, that game I didn't lose on time. No, well, actually, I kind of was low on time. What's your name on chess.com? What's your name on chess.com? I'm curious. See, my miss wins are what kills me. Yeah, misses are rough, dude. Misses are rough. Let's go back here. And I want to look at this game. I want to look at this game. Game history. We just played again. Let me update that. Here we go. Let me update. Okay, we're going to take a look at this actual game with the game review like we do in our chess workshops and figure out what I needed to do better. Yeah, man. I think I want to start the review and then I want to go to the opening book. Grabbing my water. We're going to look at this game. Okay, Maurice? I love what you just said, Maurice. I was just thinking about what you just said. And Maurice said, my misses are what kills me, right? Maurice just won that game against someone 500 points higher than him. And what's he saying? He's bothered that he had 2 misses because he wants to get better. Bill Stevens says, stepped away, but back. Did you ever say whether you are using the new axe tonight? Because of that crackling I was getting, yesterday, guys, I got a new guitar. I showed you guys yesterday on the chess stream. I think it was the amp because I took it. No, but I took the guitar and the amp to the club and I never heard the crackling. So I don't know. I think I might want to get that, at least get that pickup fixed and get that screw in it that it needs in beforehand. But see, by looking, even though he won the game, he could just say, I won, and you should feel good that you won. You did win. You played great. But he's looking at, he had 2 misses. It's like, man, I could have done better. How could I have done better? That's what Magnus does when he wins. He goes home and he looks at all the dumb moves he made, or the one dumb move he made, and tries to figure out, for Magnus, it might be just like the second best move. Let me get to the opening book. We are here. D6, C3. Castles is second best according to Stockfish and the database. D3 here. I played it. Good. Is that yep. Stockfish. No, Stockfish doesn't like it as much, but the master database is D3. Castles, C3. I played it. Good. H3, bishop G5, blah, blah, blah. No one. Knight BD2. Second best move for Stockfish. And second best move in the database. It wants H3. It just wants H3. Make the bishop move once. And then Knight BD2. Or bishop G5, Knight BD2. Or rook E1. These are all moves. The thing about H3 is now this knight cannot come to this square and attack this. So when you play this move, you got a little more room. So I should play H3. I should play H3 sooner. Okay, B4 is Stockfish number 2 move, and the Master Database number 3 move. It still wants H3. I didn't play H3 soon enough, guys. H3, I gotta consider that in this opening. A4 is number 1 in the Master Database, so I'm playing like the Masters. Okay, now I gotta play B5. Now I need to play H3, and I did. Good, finally. Now, dude, I considered G4. I considered G4, and it's Stockfish best move. 3rd best in the database. Knight G4. Takes, and what? King H1, because the knight's blocking the queen. Wow. And then Rook. Or, I mean, wait, King H1. King H1, and it wants King H8, and then what? Queen E1, unpinning. And this is the great defending move I need. F5, Knight H2. That I know that idea. Queen E8, and we're just playing chess. And this is pretty equal. But he sacked a piece, and my king is weak. So I played Rook E1 instead. Where was that? 4th best move on Stockfish. D5 is a move. No, it's not even the move. King H8 or Rook E8. Wow, D5 isn't best. ED5, and it wants Knight G6. Heading to F4. Takes, you're going to F4 this way, though. Queen B3 was best. Okay. Takes. Knight F4. Dude, the knight's too strong. Yeah. Bishop F4. I need to get rid of that knight. That knight was pretty freaking brutal. This knight was pretty brutal. And look how good his knight is compared to my bishop. My bishop doesn't play chess. Right? So just connect my rooks. He has to take and then bring the other rook. It wants Knight E5. It wants D4. Stopping the bishop. Rook E5. Interesting. Just Bishop F4. Bishop F4. I see that now. Maurice, yeah. Never found those moves in 1 million years. Yeah, right, that far down. Serendipitous said, I challenged myself to learn chess. Gave myself 1 year to play it every day. I have 33 days left in my 365. I want to reach 400, currently 310. This game, oh man. Serendipitous artist just followed, man. You've been around for a while. Thank you for your follow, dude. You'll get it. You'll get it, man. Focus up. You know one thing you could do to get your rating up from 310 to 400 in 1 month? And you're not going to see any progress in the first probably week or maybe 2. But I would tell you that if you studied like end games for a half an hour every day and did puzzles for a half an hour every day, then in 3 weeks, and then still play a little bit of chess. You want to keep playing chess. Then after 3 weeks of that, then you say your last week you just got to gain 90 points. You know what I'm saying? You might be able to do it. You might be able to do it. This 95 is, and I'm clearly winning here. 95 is fine. Okay. The knight comes. D4. Bishop F4 second best move, third best move. D4 is pretty good too, though, because it stops the malarkey, defends the knight. But I took takes. Now that knight is gnarly. D4 is the best move. I played it, and I'm winning. Now it is here. Okay, just play G3, give him the check, King G2. Now the rook plays. He could come back and make a draw, right? What if he plays knight F4? King F1? This is scary to me. Oh yeah, because if the queen moves, I take the knight. And then my king will run. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that's a good defensive move, man. Been doing that exactly. My game has improved tremendously. You beat 1,000 elo bots and players sometimes. Yeah. Yep. That's what I highly recommend, man. In 1 month, if you study the, like I said, because your tactics will get considerably better if you do it every day for like a half an hour for like 3 weeks. You're gonna get better. You're gonna get better. In the end games too. Yeah, so I did not see that defensive idea. Bishop F1 isn't even on the list. Still winning is Bishop F7 check. Okay. King H8. G3 again. Or Knight G4 blocking is still winning, although... Doesn't he have H5? Knight G4... What's wrong with this move? Rook E5. Rook E5. Yeah. Wow. That's one thing I didn't consider. I didn't look that far, Maurice. I looked at that line. I looked at takes. Wait. No, that's mate. It wants D4. The queen comes. Yeah, I looked at bringing the knight back here. I did. I looked at it. But I thought you might have this. You're threatening mate. Then I thought I could come to this square maybe. Defending. Then you'd have knight takes check. I think it's so crazy that just this knight and just this queen are such amazing attackers. Michael Thomas, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Is that you, Serendipitous? Oh... So I should have just gone, but Bishop F1 is not good, and now he's better for the first time. King H2 takes queen. I need to play Queen C2 and bring the queen back. He's only slightly better, though. Queen C2, Knight G4, takes, queen takes, and Queen E4. And we have opposite colored bishops. I've got an advantage on this side. He's got 3-1 over here, but this... Black is better. Black is better. Maurice said, okay, yeah. Serendipitous said, been doing that exactly. Okay, got that. Great advice. Oh, by the way, I'm a granny. My sons call me bro. Makes me laugh. That's awesome. Hey, bro, can you say hi on live, please? Big night talk. Yeah, hi. How you doing, man? But is it that fun when someone reads your chat, brother? That's good. That's got to be worth a sub, right? If you like chess. The Trev Force says, what are you paying attention to here? What am I paying attention to here? You mean, I'm not sure exactly what that means. In this position, I think black is better. Stockfish thinks black is better. I'm paying attention to opposite color bishops, which sometimes can be drawish. A lot of times can be drawish. But he has 3-1 over here. That's bad. I got 4-3 over here, and they're kind of advanced. Paying attention to that stuff. Yeah, it says takes. Rook F8. We definitely bring together rook. Takes. King F8. I can tell you the freaking moves. G4 is an interesting maneuver, but it's trying to... One pawn is trying to go up against 3. C6. King G3. No, not yet. Oh, takes. We gotta take. Yeah, we gotta take. And now the king comes. And it's calling it about equal, man. It's about equal. Good game. I say bro all the time. Dude, yeah. You know what? I call sometimes I'll call women or ladies, I'll call them dude. But it's like a term of endearment. I say bro. I say dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, guys, what a great day. I want to thank you all for being here. Oh, wait, Adam Engel was giving some moves. Okay, those were passed, guys. Hit the like button, the follow button, subscribe button. Thank you for being here today. We got some rapid chess in. Tomorrow's tournament day, guys. Biggest stream of the week. I host an open mic tonight. I got to go set up a PA. I'm going to get up with my guitar, and I got a piano player. He backs me up. We sing songs. I sing one, he sings one. I sing one, he sings one. and we make a bunch of music, and then we do that for about 45 minutes, and then start calling people up from the crowd, and they get up and they perform for us, and it's a good time. That's what I get to do on Tuesdays. I love it. Ed Boons, thank you for the follow, man. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have a great night, man. I'm going to have a great night. Yeah, Kirby, thanks for being here, man. Good game. Maurice, good game, dude. Good game. You're 2-0 against me, bro. 1,100 rated, 2-0 against me. What? Very good chess, brother. I love you. Thank you for the games. Yeah, Ed Boons, thank you for the follow, man. We stream chess. We stream chess Monday through Thursday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's Texas time. Like I started the stream an hour and 45 minutes ago, okay? And we do the same time Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay? So definitely follow. Oh, I'm going to warn you guys one thing, though. Tomorrow's tournament day, biggest stream of the week. I have company coming in. And I think the only opportunity I may have to clean up is going to be Thursday. So I may or not be here Thursday. Guys, I stream 4 days a week. Been doing that for 5 years. Actually, I was streaming 7 days a week and even more times. I used to stream all the time, right? We all did during COVID or whatever. But I might have to chill out on Thursday. I got to clean. I got a lot of cleaning to do, including mopping and like cleaning the bathroom because I have company coming over, you know? I mean, it's not that dirty, but it's still got to get done. So I'm giving you guys a heads up now. But tomorrow, so your Missouri time, cool. It's same time, right? So you guys definitely want to be here tomorrow for the biggest stream of the week. Come play the tournament. Same time control. We just played 10 plus 5. We'll do a nice unrated tournament with the community. It's not a huge tournament. We've had up to 50, 48, 49 players before. But oh no, wait. I want to go to Chillers. Let me go to Chillers. Community clubs. Guys, go to, if you want to play the tournament tomorrow. Oh, that's you on Facebook. Chief Running Wild. Okay, Chief Running Wolf. Okay, got you. You go to Chess on chess.com, and I'm going to give you that link. If you want to play the tournament tomorrow, this is your shortcut. Go there on chess.com and join our club. It's free. It's just, it's a club on chess.com. And then if you do that, then you'll be, because you have to join the club to play the tournament, and you definitely want to play the tournament. Let me show you the last tournament, guys. They're not huge tournaments. Club, wait, let me see. Club events, right? There we go. There's a club event. Weekly, there was an arena. This is our last week's tournament. Let's see how it went. Okay, there were no cheaters. That's good. And we had how many players? 17 players. It's 5 rounds. So it's like what? Little less than 1 in 3 chance that you get to play me. That's pretty good. Yeah. So be here tomorrow for a tournament, guys. It's fun. Kirby says I'll do some prep. Cool. Yeah. Do that prep. Love you guys. Catch you guys tomorrow. Goodbye. Hit the sub button, folks.